So I graduated in 2001 with a doctoral degree in nuclear engineering. 2 years before that, I actually got a master's degree in aerospace engineering. So it's actually combined 2 degrees, aerospace engineering, a master's, and a doctoral degree in nuclear engineering.
Hi, my name is Blair Bromley. I graduated here in 97 and 99. Graduated in 97 with a master's in teaching English as a second language and a second master's in 99 in linguistics.
Actually, my current career is based directly on my doctoral degree. So in 2001 to 2003, I worked as a postdoctoral fellow and then a research associate as a nuclear engineer at Brookhaven National Lab for about 2 years. And I was doing basically reactor physics and thermohydraulics type work. It was a fantastic place to work, great people. And then in 2003, I got a job at Atomic Energy of Canada, Chakra Labs, which is actually very close to my home area. So my family lives about an hour's drive east of the Chakra Labs. So it was an opportunity to be closer to my family. And we've been there since 2003. I work at the Chakra Labs, now called Canadian Nuclear Laboratories, as a reactor physicist. So I've been working on a variety of projects for the last 16 years, basically using a lot of the skills that I've developed in the Department of Nuclear Engineering here at University of Illinois.
My field changed a little bit. So as I mentioned earlier, I graduated in teaching English as a second language and linguistics, but presently I work as a librarian. So after I graduated from Illinois, I moved to Long Island and I needed a job, so I started working in libraries and then eventually got a third master's in library science.
Why did I come to Illinois for graduate school? I do recall in 1993 I was applied to 3 graduate schools in the United States. I applied to MIT, the University of Illinois, and to Georgia Tech. And I got an offer from MIT saying, sure, we'd be very happy to have you come here, but they couldn't offer any financial support. Then I looked at Illinois, and what I really liked about Illinois was that it had both nuclear engineering and aerospace engineering. I actually wanted to get a degree in aerospace engineering, but I wanted to study space nuclear propulsion as well. So I wanted a school that had both nuclear and aerospace. So Illinois was also a very good choice. And then lastly was Georgia Tech. So all schools were excellent choices. But what it came down to is that I was able to negotiate a deal through the aerospace department with Professor Wayne Solomon. I told him that I did actually have an offer to go to a graduate school in Canada, but I really wanted to come to Illinois. So he was able to find for me a tuition waiver and assistantship in cooperation with Professor Miley in the Department of Nuclear Engineering, and that created an opportunity for me to come here. So by coming here to Illinois, I could get an excellent education, both in nuclear and aerospace, and I could graduate with no debt. So that was very attractive. So it was a great opportunity. I was very happy about it.
It was one of the higher ranked programs in teaching English as a second language, and also because they offered me a very generous financial package. So I was able to work as a teaching assistant, and then they also waived my tuition. So.
There's every year, there's so many fond memories. I guess my fondest memory of Illinois was Jennifer. my fondest memory. But all of the classmates I had, a lot of the professors, the courses we took, the various clubs and organizations we were part of. I was a member of the Illini Space Development Society, so developed a lot of friends through that. There was also the local branch of the American Nuclear Society. There's a lot of camaraderie. There's the courses and classes you take. As a graduate student, I often worked as a teaching assistant, so I would interact with a lot of students, helping them to learn and to acquire new skills. So I found that quite enriching. And taking courses myself, interacting with professors, working in labs with various graduate students, working on research projects. There's a lot of brainstorming, creativity going on. So it's a whole package deal. I can't sort of pinpoint any one thing, but there's many diverse things that are very enriching and rewarding about attending graduate school here at the University of Illinois. But Jen was the best memory.
I would have to say the same thing. Meeting Blair here was
Thanks.
my fondest memory. You're welcome. We spent a lot of time studying in the different libraries and getting to know each other here on campus. We would go out to coffee. We'd spend late nights at Perkins. Yeah, so getting to know Blair here was definitely one of my fondest memories.
So for the last several years, actually even ever since graduated from Illinois, I look back, I was here at Illinois for several years, and the reason why I was able to come here was due to the fact that previous alumni and other sources of funding have provided support to allow me to come here. So when someone helps you, you feel a great sense of gratitude. And there's the golden rule, you want to do unto others as they have done unto you. So I felt a very strong desire and need to be able to give back in some way. And obviously by making a financial contribution to the university to support various types of funding programs that will help future generations of students, both undergraduate and graduate students. And in some ways it is like a legacy. Everyone has their own form of legacy, but this is one way that one can help future students and professors as well. So just felt a very strong desire and a strong need to reach out and help the future generations of scientists and engineers.
Yes. Another reason for supporting this scholarship is that we strongly believe in the importance of education. Supporting the next generation of scholars.
There's many hopes that we have. I think when a student receives financial support, it reduces the financial burden on them to attend university. So when they graduate, they'll either have zero student debt or reduced student debt, and then they can pay off their debt more quickly. So that's a good thing. And I think my hope is that, or our hope is that, more and more alumni will realize, it's an important thing to support future generations.
I hope that it will actually encourage growth in the nuclear field.
Well, I found out about that I was going to receive that award, the NPRE Alumni Advocacy Award. I found out in November of last year, and I was completely surprised, very flabbergasted, very humbled by it. I think it's a great honor to receive that award. And the title of the award is Alumni Advocacy. So it's an award that we give to alumni who believe strongly in the department, believe in the long-term goals of the department, and trying to advocate on behalf of the department through their own careers. Like each of us is an ambassador for our field. So if we work hard, perform well, act like excellent professionals, that reflects well on our discipline. It also reflects well on our University of Illinois. And it's a good way to advocate for both the discipline and for our university. In addition to that, over the last 16 or more years, I've tried in a small way to provide information, perspectives to the University of Illinois, things that it could do to improve, do things differently. We have to continuously evolve and change to ensure long-term success. So again, to receive this award is very humbling, and it's a great honor and a great privilege. And what it means to me is a recognition of the importance, a vindication of the importance of strongly advocating for the university, strongly advocating for nuclear science and technology, and strongly advocating for high-quality education, such as Illinois provides. So I mean, there's been so many changes. So it's like, well, this is not the place that we remember. But I think the longer we were to stay here, we'd say, yeah, this is more like home. We miss the Midwest. It's so beautiful.
I think there's a lot that's still the same, the spirit of investigation and like just walking on campus and hearing students really excited about what they're learning about and just overhearing those conversations. I think that spirit of investigation and creativity is still here. So, a lot has changed, but I think the spirit of learning is still here. Excitement about
the excitement and the
discovering
energy.
things.